Greetings and welcome to the Lilly Lectures. I am William Lilly, and today we are going to decipher the outcomes of lawsuits and controversies between two parties, which also covers divorce. Let's start by examining the ascendant, its lord, and the moon, as they represent the querent or the plaintiff. The seventh house and its lord represent the adversary or the defendant. If the lord of the ascendant or the moon is joined with the lord of the seventh house, or if they are in harmonious sextile or trine aspect with mutual reception, the parties will easily and willingly come to an agreement and resolve all difficulties without the need for mediation or with only minimal intervention. However, if one receives the other, but is not received in return by the other significator, they will reach an agreement without a lawsuit, but with the involvement of a third party or more. The intermediaries in this case are likely to be friends or acquaintances of the party that received the other planet. If the lord of the seventh house and the ascendant are in a square or opposition aspect with mutual reception, or if they are in a sextile or trine aspect without reception, they will be reconciled, but they may engage in a minor legal dispute before reaching an agreement. It should be noted that unity will emerge from the party whose significator carries less weight and who defers to the other party. The harmony of their agreement will be stronger if both significators receive each other. If the lighter planet is joined with the heavier one but is not received, while the superior planet receives the lighter one, it indicates that the receiving party is willing to reconcile, whether the adversary agrees or not. After considering the previous significators, now turn your attention to the significator of the judge, who is always the lord of the 10th house. Observe whether the judge aspects either of the significators or if they are in conjunction with the judge. Pay attention to whether the lord of the ascendant is hastening towards the conjunction with the lord of the 7th house or vice versa, and if the lord of the 10th house frustrates their conjunction. If this is the case, it indicates that the parties will not reach an agreement before going to court. In this situation, the judge or lawyer may be at fault for not allowing the parties to settle their differences. Next, see if the moon transfers light between the lord of the ascendant and the lord of the 7th house. If not, check if any other planet carries their influence or light to each other. If there is such an influence, it suggests that someone else intervenes and reconciles the parties, even though they are involved in a legal dispute. Afterwards, determine which of the significators is strongest, as the party whose significator is more powerful is likely to emerge victorious. The strength is determined by factors such as being in an angle and being in essential dignities. The greater the strength, especially if the significator is also received by another planet, the more capable the party is, and the more friends they have to support them. If you find that the parties will reach a settlement, the first one to initiate it will be on the part of the lighter planet, who defers to the other party. For example, if the lord of the ascendant is lighter and the lord of the 7th house is more ponderous, the initial motion towards peace will come from the querent and vice versa. A planet in a cadent house is weaker if it is not received or supported by the aspect of another planet. If the lord of the 7th house is in the ascendant, it indicates that the querent will undoubtedly overcome and the adversary will yield. The same applies to the querent if the lord of the ascendant is in the 7th house. This applies not only to legal suits and disputes over money, but also to fights, duels, and wars. If the lord of the ascendant is retrograde, it suggests the weakness of the querent, indicating that they will not stand firm, deny the truth to their adversary, and may not believe they have any right to the matter in question. The same applies if the lord of the 7th house is retrograde on the quaesitid's part. Observe the significator of the judge, who will render the judgment in the case, which is the lord of the 10th house. Determine whether the lord of the 10th house is direct and aspects the other significators. If so, It indicates that the judge will proceed in accordance with the order of the law and make efforts to expedite and resolve the case. However, if the Lord of the 10th house is retrograde, it suggests that the judge will not proceed according to the order of the law and may not be interested in concluding the matter. In fact, it is likely that the judge will unnecessarily prolong the proceedings. The same judgment applies if the Lord of the Ascendant is separated from the Lord of the 7th house, or vice versa. Also, if the Lord of the Ascendant is in aspect with the Sun or Moon, or if either of them is conjunct with the Lord of the Ascendant without any other planet obstructing their aspect. However, be cautious if it is a physical conjunction, as it signifies an impediment unless the planet is in the heart of the Sun, which fortifies the planet. Similarly, if the planet is in either of the houses of the Sun or Moon, or if the Sun and Moon are in the Ascendant, it indicates the potency of the querent. Apply the same analysis to the Lord of the 7th house as mentioned before for the quaesitid. If the Lord of the Ascendant is conjunct with the Lord of the 10th house, it suggests that the querent will personally acquaint the judge or make efforts to inform the judge about their case. It is possible that the querent may even attempt to bribe the judge to rule in their favor. If the Lord of the 10th house receives the Lord of the 2nd house, it indicates that the judge will receive payment for their efforts. However, if the Lord of the 10th house receives the Lord of the Ascendant, it implies that the judge will listen to the querent's pleas without any further action. If the Lord of the 10th house is lighter than the Lord of the Ascendant and is conjunct with it, the judge will act in favor of the querent's interests without even engaging in direct communication. If the Lord of the 2nd house is conjunct with the Lord of the 10th house, it suggests that the adversary will try to influence the judge. If the Lord of the 10th house receives the Lord of the 7th house, the judge will assist the adversary, but if they receive the Lord of the 8th house, they will accept money from them. As we conclude this journey, remember, the stars not only foretell the future, but also illuminate the paths we tread. May your cosmic insights guide you through the intricate tapestry of legal destinies. If you have enjoyed this lecture, why not like, share, and subscribe to my channel? Until next time, I am William Lilly, and this is Christian Astrology.